Hello everyone, welcome back. Sorry about the wait. I was getting a drink. It's kind of nippy, so I'm cuddled up in a blanket and I'm all cozy. How is everyone doing today? Is everyone doing all right? I sure hope so. And get the little microphone a little closer to my face. What do we got? Who do we got? Mark, huzzah! Hi there. Morning, Veos. Good morning. It's that morning space call. Hello there. Does anyone here have a solution to the problem I've been having? Volumetric clouds there. When I move the camera, the clouds turn pixelated. Gosh, I have no idea what's going on. The only thing I can say is do a fresh restall and see if it works then, and if that's the case, then it's probably a mod messing things up. Great day all. Hello, Thomas. Hello. I already set the temporal analysis to like max 8. Good morning, space call. Hey, Veos, wake up. No, I don't want to. I want to go back to bed. Alrighty then, let's play the game. So today we are actually doing the career mode. We're not going to be breaking records or going to other planets. This is just going to be an hour-long stream. Nothing major. I just didn't have anything prepared for today. Tomorrow will probably be the same way. I'm still studying for my certification, so yeah, there's that. I have to bomb rush some videos so I can have them out for this week, and then I can study some more. I'm already halfway through it. Don't worry about it. Boy. What the? Just subscribe. Well, thank you for subscribing and oh no, what I joined? Space Go. Alrighty then. Okay, so it is night. How'd that happen? It's supposed to be night. I did not do the night. Why is it night? Huh? Where? What? Where are we? Oh! I was looking at the wrong side of the planet. Now no power because of hurricane. Wait, if you have no power because of hurricane, then that means that you need to put that phone down and save some power. Don't be watching the streams. Don't be watching the streams when you ain't got no way to charge your phone. Come on now. Save that power. But I'm sorry to hear that, though. I have family that was affected in Florida as well, so they're doing okay, which is good. But still, it was a pretty good solid hit by Mother Nature. Let's see. Hello, Veos. What's R&D? R&D is abbreviation for research and development. So whenever you see anything that says R&D, just know it's research and development. That's what it stands for. That's what it's always stood for. Blah, 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 blah. Come on. Show me the light. Thank you. All right, let's go into our spaceplane hangar. I'm the cat. You're the cat. Good. Running on solar power because of hurricane. Well, at least you have solar power. That's good. You're worth the steam? I'm worth the steam. Well, I mean, you know, if it gets steamy, it gets steamy. I mean, I am hot. I'm very hot. All right, let's load up what I'm working on. So we're working on the SSTO Orion and also the Trinity. So yeah, I'm thinking that this is not going to be a thing. I really am. I think our technology is a little too low for this thing to actually be of any use. I mean, it's got almost 3,000 Delta V rocket-wise. I'm not counting the Delta V coming from the liquid fuel fuselage Juno engines. because the Juno engines are there primarily for after reentry. After reentry, the vehicle is very lightweight, so this allows it to fly a little longer to wherever it's got to go if it doesn't land exactly where it's supposed to. And is the music too loud? Is the mic? Is the music too loud, or is the mic fucked up? Hold on, I don't even have my damn earphones in, so I can't hear shit. Yeah, I think my music might be too loud. Hold on. Okay. How about that? Can you hear me better? I think the mic. I think it's the mic. Music 5%. Yeah, my music's like at 2% right now. We have money. Let's make some science. Yes, yes, okay, so we're good. Hold on, let me get this thing closer to my face. I don't want the microphone too close to my face, because if I get it too close to my face, then all of a sudden this becomes some sort of weird SMR. I don't want it. I don't want this to become a weird SMR. I'm not here to put people to sleep with my voice, because I'm just so fucking bored. So let's go ahead. Yes, sir. Okay. Let me think. I gotta think here. Take the damn thing off. All right. So Trinity XO1. So this is definitely. I don't think this is gonna work. To be honest, I think in order for this to work properly, we're gonna need the foldable gears. He's like, SMR. What? I have a very irritating voice. I've been told many times that my voice is extremely irritating. It drives people fucking nuts. But yeah, I don't think this is gonna work. That's, well, I mean, maybe it might, or hold on. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the fuel down on this one. So that's going to... I'm going to turn the thrust limiter down. Alright. Yeah, so technically speaking, our delta V is 2,286. That's not enough to get into space with rocket power alone. You need at least 28 to 2,900. 3,000, preferably. Over 3,000, great, thumbs up. If you can get 3,500 on that sucker, then you're gonna go into space and you're gonna have plenty of delta V to maneuver around and do stuff. But yeah, I don't. This right here was just a test bed anyway. There's nothing going on right here other than test bed stuff. Now, if we had a real jet engine on it, well, then that would change things a lot. So no, don't save. We are not saving. Okay, now. Here is what I've been working on. At the end of the last video, you saw me playing around with this, the Orion Mark 9. It's a little different. It doesn't have all the capsules and whatnot. It's just got the crew cabins. Now, this unfortunately poses a problem when it comes to reaction wheels. It doesn't. We don't have RCS technology. We don't have RCS at all, except for the fuel that's in here that shouldn't be in there because we don't have a way to use it. But there's no way to turn this thing once it goes into space other than the little itty bitty reaction wheel that's up here, which is one of the reasons why I always sport a swivel on these vehicles, on these early vehicles, because if I was trying to maneuver in any which way kind of possible with the engines on and there was no possible way that the vertical, what do you call it? Forgot the damn name. Brain fart. Oh, I'm going to think about it before you guys tell me. I am going to think about it before you guys tell me. It is... I'm not looking at chat. I am not looking at chat. It is... The engine is not vertical. It's thrust vectoring. Yes, thrust vectoring. That's what it is. Okay. So the thrust vectoring capability of the swivel is allows us to maneuver in space once we get up there, because we have no other way to maneuver in space other than the tiny little reaction wheel that's in this cockpit. This is one of the reasons why, for early vehicles, I always use at least one swivel. What is TWR? What is wet TWR? Oh, well, let me click on this. If you're curious about the mods I use, check the description below. So, the mod that I'm using now is called RCS Build Aid. And it tells you everything you need to know about wet and dry, as well as parachute and all this other good stuff. It's really nice. The red means dry mass. The yellow means wet mass. So basically when this thing runs out of fuel, it just moves, the center of mass just moves up just a little bit. So that's really good. Right now it's on parachutes, and my parachutes is a little off because of the fact that the crew cabins are empty. If I was to fill these up a little bit, the dry mass would move up just a little bit, which would allow us to have the parachutes pretty much lined up pretty good so it can land on its belly. Oh, TWR, thrust to weight ratio. What am I talking? Yeah, so TWR is a thrust to weight ratio. It's how much oomph your engines put out. Anything under 1 means that it can't lift itself off the ground vertically. Anything above 1 means that you can lift yourself off the ground vertically. Now, when we finally get wheels on this bad boy, we don't need to have a thrust to weight ratio starting off as above 1. We can have it as low as almost 0.50. I've gone as low as 0.40 before, but it's not recommended. And what it does is it just moves forward, and as you move forward, the wings do most of the lifting. And then as you get lighter and lighter and lighter because the fuel gets burned up, then your TWR rises. It gets higher and higher and higher, which means that you go faster and faster and faster. So it works. It works. Now, for this vehicle, we don't have wheels. Well, we have wheels, but they are absolute garbage. These are garbage wheels. These are great for flying around Kerbal and coming back. I would not recommend re-entering the planet's atmosphere with these very, very crispy paper wheels. Don't do it. Unless you're, unless you love defying death. I've done it before. That's why I'm telling you. This is from experience. If at all possible, don't do it. Nothing like a nice, cold, ice-cold Coca-Cola. Yo, Veos, haven't seen you in a while. You haven't? Where you been? By the way, if anybody wants to talk to me, please put @Veos. Or maybe, no, I don't even think you have to put @Veos. Just put Veos. No, actually, no, it doesn't work, obviously, because I'm looking at people who are trying to talk to me, and it's not highlighted in orange, which sucks. So, yeah. Is it @Veos? Is that @Veos does the highlighted in orange? Is that what it is? You have to put @Veos? Or I don't know why. It was, for some reason, Thompson, your thing highlighted in orange both times. Thank you for the hearts. Love it. Haven't seen you in a while, man. I already saw. Cool. I already saw you. It's okay. It's all right. I reread your comment. You don't have to repeat. You're like, oh wait, he can't see me. His name's not orange. He can't see me. It has to start with Veos. I don't know how that works, man. It makes it orange like it. Is that what it is? Is that how, I don't know. Somebody help me. Help me. I'm out of control. So this right here, we're still working on this. I've been testing this over and 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 over again. And I think I finally found a good equalizer. Even though it has tail fins in front, tail fins in back, what I did was I brought the deploy angle and authority limiter on both of them down to 9. Because I noticed that if they were cranked all the way up, this thing would frickin' lose its damn mind. So I'm hoping that with a little bit of more tuning, this thing will work perfectly every single time. I've got monies, $250,000. I need to upgrade one of the buildings. I think the communication building or whatever the fuck it's called. Forgot. We can get that up and running. That would be great. And so I can do maneuver nodes and whatnot. So this will be technically test number 5. I've burnt through over $150,000 testing it out because the ones that came before this all they were absolute crap and they didn't really kind of make it, but thankfully Jebediah never died, so there you go. Veos, guys, what's 12 times 12? 12 times 12? 12 times 12 is a lot. There you go. It doesn't need to start with V. Okay. Love that color scheme. Yeah, I kind of like the color scheme too. I'm going for the NASA vibe. So it's got a lot of orange and white in it and black. But what I really love is I think it's called conformal decal. You could look at the description below this video. And the conformal decal, you can put a bunch of flags on here. And so what I did was I got a flag of heat shields and whatnot, but the flags don't act like normal flags. They still count as a part, but they don't act like normal flags. They actually paint, I don't know how, but they actually paint the vehicle itself without being a separate part. So going through the atmosphere or going through reentry, they don't overheat and pop because they are technically the wing or the cockpit. They're not an actual flag part, which is really nice. So it looks freaking awesome. Let's start off with a test, shall we? Hold on. Do I know what I'm doing? Oh, sure hope I know what I'm doing. All right. Launch. So I've been getting a lot on the videos that I put out about how I'm supposed to use the administration building in order to make money. I mean, sure, that's a thing. You have to remember, I've been playing this game ever since it came out. So when Career finally came out the first time, there wasn't an option to do that. So I got used to grinding in order to make my monies. Now, I could go there and I could play around with it, but ultimately, the fun of career mode isn't going somewhere and trading one thing for another thing. You know, yeah, maybe if I find myself in the negative red, then we'll do something like that. But I don't see myself ever going into the negative red. So it's never going to be really an option for me to do, you know, turn science into money or money into science or whatever. I just like doing it the old-fashioned way because it's more fun. I see challenge as fun. I see easy as boring. That's just me. Not that I'm a freaking masochist or anything. Don't think that for a second. Where I like pain. I don't like pain. But there's a certain type of reward you get for working hard for a certain goal. And if that goal is just fucking handed to you, then it doesn't make it, you don't feel good about it. You just like, oh, well, I could just go to the administration building and get more money. Woo. You know, instead of actually working for it. But anyway, a bunch of Veos has popped up all of a sudden. Right, Veos, don't put the, okay. Veos, morning. Oh, hello, Logan. How are you today? I won't be able to stay long. I'll catch more later. Okay, cool beans. You know, life first. Don't worry about it. Life first. Veos, you can switch one crew cabin for 2 mark pods extra. Yeah, that's what the other Orion, the Orion Mark 8, that's what that looks like. There's like 3 Mark 1 crew pods or command pods, excuse me. So that's why it worked so well. But we're trying to go for more of an airplane look or an airplane feel, so that when we finally eventually unlock landing gears, we've already got something cooked up, basically. Because you don't know your square tables. I know square tables. I also know round tables. Anyway, Veos got caught lacking. Yes, are we balling? No, we're not balling. No, I'm fully dressed, so no balling going on over here. Yes, do you prefer coffee or tea? Tea, actually, although I've had coffee. See, I used to work for a contractor for concrete. We pour concrete all day long. This is when I was a bit younger. I say a bit younger like I'm fucking old. I'm not old, but this was years and years ago. So I would get like a little shot glass and I'd fill it up with sugar and cream and then just pour enough coffee in there to melt it and then I'd pop that sucker back. Man, I was alive for like 3 hours. Then I crashed. Let's launch, shall we? Gosh damn it, you guys got me talking. How dare you get me talking? Why would you get me talking? Stop making me talk. Very bad. So naughty. And 3, 2, 1. Please don't die. Yes, I drank a lot of concrete in my youth. Sorry. It shows. Alright, let's try to go for prograde. At 50. That might have been a little too much, too soon. I've got to get these numbers right. It's going to be crooked as a bitch. Why is it always crooked? Why am I crooked? Alright, stability assist. I can already see this. This is not going to work. Oh, whoa. Come on. What is with that? Thank you. You little shit. Program. Alright, let's go for 40. Lost a whole lot of Delta V doing that crap. And I think at 14,000 meters we will go prograde again. Drop your sun flare. I like sun flare. Flare's cool. Or gets heat protection. I don't know. Alright, we're at 14 going prograde. I'm trying to read chat while doing this at the same time. Probably not the most intelligent thing in the world right now. Now if I see us going way too high or apoapsis up here, I'll cut the throttle back a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna cut the throttle back a little bit. We're not. See, the thing about Delta V is that you want to use it going fast, not up. Sure, going up is important because you don't want to be in the atmosphere. But at the same time, you don't want to just shoot straight up. That's not how you get into orbit. You want to try to save as much fuel as possible for the trip around the planet, not away from it. We are at bonus, okay. 67, 68, 69, 70, and I'll go for about 72 and then kill the engine. Now I've got 1,000 meters per second left. We're at 16,000 meters per second already. So you're looking at about maybe 2,500 altogether. So I think we have enough to get into orbit. Now this is only possible because we're not carrying anybody. If we were carrying Kerbals, we'd probably be about 100 Delta V less. That would be my take on it. Oh, do ablator bottom of the ship work as a heat protection? And if so, what's the name of the mod? I have no idea, man. I know ablator is when you get actual heat shields in the game, and yeah, they do work. They bleed off heat basically until you run out, and then you pop. Hopefully you've lost a lot of speed by then, but you know, if you're still slamming into like Joule's atmosphere at 7,000 meters per second, well, yeah, hopefully you got a lot of ablator, because if you don't, bad things will happen. All right, we're at 4,000 periapsis, negative 4,000. So about 10 seconds to apoapsis, I'm going to full burn. I've got to get this launch right. If I can find out the secret to the launch, then we'll be good to go. And contact. Go, baby, go. Come on. All right, throttle down a little bit. Time to apoapsis. Time to apoapsis number is increasing. No, throttle down, throttle down, throttle down. You want your time to apoapsis to be as close to 0 as possible. Easy now. Oop, that was a little too much. I hit the... I really hate that orbital camera. Bop. All right, we're in orbit. So this tells me that even with the immense fuck up during launch, I lost at least 100 plus delta V on that maneuver trying to get everything back in line. But that tells me this thing could probably get up there once I smooth everything out with about 300 plus meters per second, which is a lot. We could use this to rescue Kerbals and stuff in orbit. So that's good, but I still have to figure out, you know what? Maybe instead of trying to go up, I immediately tilt to a 45-degree angle. Yeah. So as soon as I launch, I'll go to a 45-degree angle almost immediately. That will gain speed, and the wings will, everything will pick up, and then it will just coast at 45 degrees until I reach like 13,000 meters or whatever, or 14,000 meters, and then I'll go prograde. Yeah, I can do that. That'll work. Let's see. Theos, you could try 3 reliance. What? Oh, I already explained. Now that you have actual control, I already explained the fact of why you can't have 3 reliance. Right now, if I had 3 reliance, the only control I would have would be the tiny little reaction wheel inside this cockpit. Which means that if I was trying to do anything when it came to maneuver, like let's say for instance, I know these things aren't probably spot on when it comes to the thrust and center of mass. So if I was to have 3 reliance with 0 control, and suddenly I went ahead and burned hard, you would see this thing start pointing nose up or pointing nose down because of the tiny little variation within the thrust compared to the center of mass, meaning no control. So until we get better reaction wheels or RCS, having a swivel allows you to have that tiny little control from the thrust vectoring that you need in order to actually maneuver properly in space. This is for early vehicles, of course. Later on, we'll figure something else out. But for right now, this thing is the only reason why I'm able to fly straight in space. So no, 3 reliance would be great, but no, not doing that shit. Could be worse. Veils could have the J.J. Abrams fetish for lens flares. My gosh, man! Every time you see a J.J. Abrams movie, it's just blinding stuff every once in a while. It's like, come on, I know the future's supposed to be bright, but get a grip, man. Let's see. Veos' swivel has a better ISP than the Reliant in vacuum. Why don't you turn off the 2 side engines and burn the last one? So, let's see. I think I mentioned this before in a video, that ISP is not everything. Weight is everything. You can have an engine that has lower ISP, but be half the weight and get more delta V out of it. So that's how that works. Right now, I think the swivel weighs way more than the Reliant does. So even though its ISP is higher in space, you won't get much out of it in comparison to the Reliant. So no. If I was to slap here, check this out. When I was doing the moon, if you guys remember, when I was doing the moon, going to the moon and back, what kind of engine do I have on that ship? The Reliant, because I got more delta V out of it than I did with the swivel, and that's simply because of the weight. So I would rather have 3 Reliants than 3 swivels if it came to trying to max out my delta V in space. ISP isn't everything. You gotta learn this. It is not everything. Let's see. Alright. As for your next ship, could you give it a steampunk industrial design? Steampunk? Oh my gosh. I don't know about that. Volumetric clouds, waterfall core, stock, waterfall, textures, unlimited recolor, deep. What? Oh, yeah. Just check in the description below if you want to see what kind of mods I have. See. Reading tech for your next. Okay. For passengers are like 80 kilograms each. Okay, they're about 80 kilograms each. About the size of a small little rocket engine. Sometimes I would use the rocket engine as a test to just see. But, so mass total, Orion 9 will be able to make it. Yeah, I would imagine so. I've already tested this with the whole crew on board. Probably not the best idea in the whole. I could have lost the entire space program, but I tested it with the whole crew on board, -1, of course, and it got up there with relatively a lot of meters per second left over. Hello, can't believe I caught a Veo stream. Well, welcome. Veo sounds like a Toyota commercial voice actor. In a world where Toyota is the only vehicle available, Honda strikes back. Let's see here. Okay. Let's land this bad boy. I'm not trying to make this a 2-hour stream, damn it. Let's do this. Okay. Oh, easy. And right about there. So right now I'm using the this launch site up here as a means of lining up for my reentry. So once the vehicle gets up underneath of this launch site, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to retrograde burn a certain periapsis or apoapsis and see if that works. If it doesn't, then I'll either lower or raise my periapsis next time until I get it just right, and then that will be the reentry for the rest of the ships in fucking life. F11, there we go. Okay, we're right under it, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to burn to about, let's say 57. Easy. Okay, so we're in a periapsis of 57. And the reason why I'm doing 57 is because if I remember correctly, last time I tried to do 60 and I blew past the damn KSC. So we're going to lower our periapsis, lower our periapsis height a little bit. Let's do this. Come on. Work for daddy. That's right. Work for daddy. Good girl. Isn't she pretty? I can see everybody in chat now like, what the fuck did I just join? What the hell did I just do? All right. Do we have the probe core on here? Let me hit the 0 real quick to make sure. Yep, probe core. Okay. So right now, until I get a better vehicle or whatever, the probe core is pointing straight down, which means if I switch over to it and hit prograde, the vehicle will try to maintain this posture the entire way down. It's not going to work, obviously. It's going to end up going into a more of a 45-degree angle, but it's better than nothing. Let's see. Veos, in this situation, you can trade some thrust for extra delta V by turning off the reliance. You think so, huh? Well, I'll do more tests on that. I'm not saying that you're wrong. It's been my, it's been my, it's been my experience that that's not the case, but not saying you're wrong. Matter of fact, you do some tests on it. Go ahead, build yourself a relatively large vehicle that I don't know how much this thing weighs, but then, you know, turn off reliance and turn on reliance and see if you get a delta V change. I'll test it later on. Don't worry. Within, you know, whenever I get around to it. Not saying you're wrong. That's just through my experience, that's never been the case. Okay, Veos. The Honda Empire strikes back. Space cults. Space cult. Veos, less of whatever that was, please. Less of whatever that was? Less of that? Less of what? Oh, the whole daddy thing. Well, come on, man. This she's beautiful. She's beautiful. Look at her. Look at her. Totally not fake. This is not fake news. Look, this is not fake news. Look how pretty she is. I mean, yes, she's not high tech. Okay, we're scraping at the bottom of the barrel here when it comes to technology. I could make something that looks a lot better. I could make something that would make you be like, whoa, you know. But for the technology that we have, she's a pretty SSTO. Very, very pretty. Yo, hotness. He's like, hotness. Mastodon looks better. Mastodon. All right, let's speed this up. Did we already? Nope. Okay, so we are now within the atmosphere. Here comes the test. So previously, I left these tail fins at their maximum deploy angle. But in this go around, everything's set to 9% in order to try to maintain better control. I do not know if this is going to work. Hopefully nobody dies. Because if they do die, I'm going to end the stream and I'm going to be pissed. Especially Jebediah. Because this is hard mode. Jebediah dies on this stream, I will be so pissed. Jebediah has seen death way too many times. I shouldn't say seen death. Seen close to death way too many times. I think the closest he's ever been to death in this series is when he was on the freaking mountain cliff. Does anybody remember that? Where I was pleading to the parachute spirit. The machine spirit, please, because if that damn parachute went off, Jebediah would have been done. There'd have been no question. There's no way he would have survived the roll down that damn cliff. Yes, when you have either 100% reliant or 100% swivels on the craft, the reliance will win delta V. But when you mix and match, turning off and reliance once in orbit does help. A little bit sensitive. Okay, well, like I said, I'll go ahead and test it. That's never been the case for me. If I go into, whoa, here she goes. If I go into space plane hangar, oh hey. Okay. I hate that wobble. If I go into space plane hangar now, after this, and I switch them all to reliance and look at the delta V, and switch them all to swivels and look at the delta V. I'll get drastically larger numbers for the reliance when it comes to delta V. What the fuck is going on? Just stay in one spot. Don't be wobbling on me, man. Don't be wobbling on me. I'll get drastically larger numbers with the reliant for delta V. Yeah. Okay, well, I'll show you. Like I said, I'm not arguing against you. I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm just saying it has been my experience that it's the other way around. Okay. Veos is on. You sound fuzzy and muffled a bit. Do I sound fuzzy and muffled? Everybody, can you hear me? Is it this damn thing? Hold on. Can you hear me better now? Is this working? Look how fast she slowed down. We're already at 900 meters per second, and right on top of the KSC too. Yes! Somebody write that down. 57,000 apoapsis for return trajectory. Look at that. Oh, that is beautiful. We got to slow down some more, though. Got to slow down a little bit more. Okay, 300 is good. 300 is good. All right, I'm going to hit number 9. We're going to switch back to cockpit control. Bam. And nose down. Now, there's no way in hell that this bad boy is going to land on the runway. We have no way of doing that. Look at her. She's just graceful. Yes, can you increase the stream volume? Oh. I don't think you get... well, maybe. Is there wind to this? Hold on. Settings. I could turn up the master. Ambience? Is that what we're looking for? Let's try ambience. Voices. UI maybe? And then master? Okay, hopefully this doesn't make everybody deaf. Is that better?
No.
Thank you. Is what's what I just said, but the situation in which I'm describing where the swivel is better only occurs when you have both types of engines on the craft at the same time, since the mass is the same. We'll have to explore that. You can land on the runway, just not in one piece. Yeah, about that. Now, remember, this is hard mode, so things like G-forces for parts are a thing. I can't just turn real hard without the whole damn craft exploding on me. I gotta be very gentle. Well, she's flying a lot better than last time.
That's what he said.
Yeah, very gentle. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. It's a little nippy this morning. Easy, easy, easy. Oh, go, go, ho, 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 ho. Hey, hey, hey. Nice and easy. There we go. I really like the backside. That's what he said. I really like the way it kind of fits in there like a little cup. So technically, even though, you know, the game doesn't register heat all that well when it comes to engines, it would be, realistically, it would look like it's protected from reentry. All right, we're going to attempt to land near the KSC with some parachutes. Easy now, easy now, easy now, easy now, easy now. Ooh, baby, ooh, baby. All right, I'm going to do it right here. I'm going to come up. And then first one. And then second one. And a little past it, but that's okay. We're trying to just get the max amount of return. Somewhere around here gives us about 98, 97% return. So we're not... Oh, wow, that just came down really nicely, huh? Oh, what the... That's never happened. I've landed this thing a million times. That's never fucking happened. That was weird. That was weird. He shot off like at, I don't know if you guys saw it, but the surface speed was something like 2,000 meters per second. His capsule shot off and it blew up because it burned up. Okay. All right. I swore I would never do this. Wow. Wow. This was totally cracking. This was absolutely cracking. Look at that. Highest speed over land, 2,000 meters per second. He did shoot off. He shot off at 2,000 meters per second. What in the fudge? He shot off at 2,000 meters per second. No. This was a game glitch, pure and simple. It had nothing to do with anything about design or flight. That was a pure game glitch. Yeah, I'm thinking so. Not my fault. Edit the save file. Now, I've never edited the save file before, but I can look that shit up in a heartbeat. What in the world? You know what's sad, too, is that I said I was going to keep this stream under an hour, and it's already been 51 minutes. So I think we might end up... I think we might end it here. I'm gonna figure out how to edit the file real quick. But that was horseshit. That was pure, genuine, glistening, smelly horseshit. There's no mother flipping way. Hell no. I'm just gonna close. Well, no. Well, let's return the spaceplane hangar. Okay. Let's. I gotta end this on a good note. Wow, that was horse shit. There's no way. Wow. Yes, you should rename the stream to Fighting Against the Kraken. Vales, Resurrect Jeb is Kraken's fault. We won't tell anyone. Yeah, exactly. Vales, have you been making any manual saves? This is hard mode. It doesn't matter if I have manual saves or not. You can't go back to them. That's a lot of debris to recover. Well, thankfully I have the settings so it cleans up the debris by itself. But let's do this real quick. All right. Let's do this real quick. So we have up here 13,000, excuse me, 3,100 delta V using a combination of reliance and swivels. Swivel for control. Now I'm going to take off the swivel and I'm going to put on here. Oh, excuse me, not the swivel. I'm going to take off the reliant, put on the swivels, and our delta V without atmosphere. Okay, I just turned off atmosphere readings, is 3,800 delta V. That seems like a lot. So if we were in space right now, fully fueled, we'd have 3,800 delta V to fly around in space. Now watch what happens when I switch over to the reliance. Wait, what? Uh-oh. Looks like I'm wrong. Ooh. Huh. Hold on. Okay, so putting the reliance on there for space travel alone, if this thing was fully fueled, I would be getting about almost about 8 meters per second less with a higher TWR. Okay, interesting. This one has a lower TWR, but with a 3,824 meters per second. So full swivel would be 3,824 meters per second with a 1.3 TWR. So in other words, it's less of a push. But if I was to put Reliant on there, I'd get 1.5 TWR, but a delta V of 3817. So check it out. What's the difference between 8, 9, 10? What's the difference between 7 delta V, but with more TWR? I see where he's coming from with the more delta V, higher ISP, but it's not calculating into anything very useful. I mean, 7 more meters per second with more thrust. So, I mean it was 7 less delta V with more thrust compared to less thrust but 7 more delta V. So I don't know. Yeah, it looks like it's more efficient, but it's more efficient by like a freaking hair. So I don't know if and that's just space travel. This is not, we're not talking about launching into space. We're talking about if this thing was fully fueled in space. So I don't know. Veos, that's a lot of debris. Yeah, Veos, take it off Atmo. Yeah, I did that. The argument is not for flight design, it's for operations once already in space with a mix of the two. Okay. All right. So you're saying that it gets more efficient the lighter it gets, obviously, right? Is that what you're saying? The lighter it gets, the more efficient the swivel gets? Is that what you're saying? Keep both engines, but just turn down the thrust limiter. Keep both engines? What do you mean by that? Keep both engines? Ooh. I mean, the delta V doesn't change no matter what I do with the thrust limiter, so... Oh, wait. It went to... come on, where is it? It's like 27. That was weird. Maybe it glitches. Maybe because it's calculating it glitches, because I thought it looked like it jumped to 37 at the very end. Anyway, I don't see the delta V changing. Let's see. Hello, Veos. Hello, Account 1. How are you? Veos, now try a mix of engines, but with each type just turned down. Not removed. Okay. Mix of engines. Okay. We can do mix of engines. Oh, hey, get over there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean this up a little bit. Alright. Oh, fuck me. Control Z, please. Control Z again. Again. One more time. Control Z. Control Z. Oh, jeez. Oh, I screwed that pooch. Hold on. Let me let me go back. Don't save. Where are you? You are right here. Okay. Load. And make sure that's the right. Yeah, okay. Okay, so a combination of these two, right? Turn off Atmo. Okay, so let's see here. Oh, wait, turn off Atmo, excuse me. Okay, so let's try, instead of 2 Reliants and 1 swivel, we'll do 2 swivels and 1 Reliant. Okay. What was it last time? Let me check. So with 2 Reliants and 1 swivel, we get 3,800 delta V, 3,816. However, we switch that around to 2 swivels and 1 Reliant, we get 3,818 delta V. Not a big leap. Not at all. was that, like 2 meters per second more with less TWR. Hello, Veos in chat. Hello. How are you today? Keep a mix of Reliant and swivel and turn the thrust on the Reliance to 0. Okay, so we'll keep the mix. Hold on. Let me see what we got. So this is the original mix. Now I'm going to turn the Reliance thrust down to 0. Alright, so now we have a TWR of 45 with a delta V of 3,900. Okay, so 3,900, a delta V of, yeah, 3,900. Alright, let me try it the other way around, see what happens. With 2 swivels. Oh wow, it went down. So the Reliant thrust limiter is at 0. But it went down. And I know why too. It's because these swivels are heavy as hell. Has become a sponsor. Well, thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you for becoming a member. Yeah, so the swivels are really heavy. If we check their weight out, it's something like a mass of 1.5 compared to the Reliant, which is a mass of 1.25. Okay, so I shouldn't say really heavy, but they're heavier. So, yeah, it kind of plays against their ISP, unfortunately. But it's very interesting. Whoa, mother sucker, come back here. So we get 3,900 with only 1 swivel on board, and the rest of it turned off. There we go. And 3,800 with the other way around. So the best mix would be this, actually. Okay, so I think and I love these kind of back and forths, because this is research and development, and when it comes to research and development, the brainstorming of minds is what progresses technology forward. So what this is telling me right here is that when I'm in space, I need to turn these guys off and only go with the swivel. And that will increase my delta V. Now, when I actually do this is the question. So I'm guessing after coast phase. So after the coast phase, once I reach apoapsis of 72,000 meters, then I can turn these bad boys off. And at a certain point, activate the swivel. Now, it's going to be kind of hard because I don't know how much delta V we have, or no, excuse me, I don't know how much TWR we have until I get to that point, which is a good test, but unfortunately we're going to have to do that at another time because we're actually all out of time. See you around, Vegas. I'm off to work. Okay, buddy, take it easy. Appreciate you being here. Veos, the argument is not removed. Okay. Veos, the argument is not to remove the Reliant, just to turn them down. Yep. Veos, I think it's worth about 30 delta V. You think? Yeah, I mean, it sounds like it's worth about 30 more, squeeze out 30 more delta V. Veos, yes, exactly. There you go. All right, I'm glad we're on the same page. Finally, we got what we were saying. Anyway, see you. Okay, all right, everybody, I think I'm going to end it here. Jebediah, I'm going to have to go back in the save file and save him because that was absolute horse crap that you just saw there. But thank you so much for watching, and look forward to tomorrow because I'm not going to have enough time to make a video, so I'm going to end up streaming again. Don't know what I'm going to stream. It might be Project Zomboid. It might not. We'll see. But another thing is also, if you haven't already, there's someone called Mike Abedin. Oh, Abin? Oh, man, I hope I'm not murdering that name. You probably already know him. But he does a wonderful low-tech science mode as well for KSP. He also does a amazing Project Zomboid thing. So definitely check him out. Anyway. Yeah, that's it. Any more questions before class dismissed? Any more questions? Mike Eben. Yeah, I have to pronounce that. I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing that wrong. Any more questions before we dismiss this class? Anybody? Nobody? Anybody? Oh, hearts. I see some hearts. Thank you for the hearts. Anybody at all? Anybody? More hearts. Got some hearts. Can you explain rocket science in a sentence? And with that, the conspiracy theory. Oh, don't get me started, man. Have my last Kerbal and recommendations. Yeah, they're dead. Sorry. Just go ahead and bury them. How to prevent mechanical parts from bugging out? Oh, that's a good one, actually, T.U.R.D. If you want your stuff to not bug out, what you do is you put them on separately. So basically, if you have, what you do is, let's say these are, you have some joints or parts or whatever, and you're going to go ahead and put on the robotic parts. Do not use symmetry. Do not use symmetry. Just go ahead and put the robotic part on like that. Wait. I'm trying to make it not confusing for you. Have your parts. Have another part. Then put the robotic part on that part. Oh my gosh, this is going to be confusing for you, isn't it? Gosh damn it, I'm so sorry. But basically what you're trying to do is you're trying to not use symmetry. That's what you're basically trying to do. So what I would do is, like when I build my robotic parts, I usually have like the base. Then I have the part that I'm going to attach the robotic part to. And then I'll take that, hold down Alt to copy it, and then put it on the other side. Like that. And if you do that, they work perfectly every time. So try to play around with that and see what best fits how you work on it. Because I've just noticed that when you put it on symmetry a lot or whatever, they tend to bug the fuck out. Let's make sure to fuel cross. Fuel cross. Reliance fuel tanks. Yeah, I think we have I think we unlocked that technology, so we're good. We're good. I thought it was good math when I played KSP. Nah, that's all right. It's just a trial and error. But anyway, that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being a part of the channel. And thoughts on administration building strategies? I don't like administration building. I'm not big on administration building strategies where you take science and you trade it in for money, or you trade money in for science, or reputation in for science, or reputation in for money, and all that jazz. Normally because of the simple fact that I just find it a lot more enjoyable to go out there and earn it instead of, you know, swapping basic resources in order to get what you might want, you know. So there you go. Yeah, I don't really fuck with that. I'm sure people do, but I find it more of a challenge to not to. So you know what? That's a good idea though. This is not only 10% hard mode, but this is 10% hard mode without using the administration building. How about that? Does that sounds pretty good. I like that. That's a good little challenge. So 10% science mode without using the administration building on hard mode. There you go. That's what I'm playing. I wish I could go 5% science, but I can't. The lowest you can set it is 10%. Anyway, I need to get the hell out of here. Thank you all for being here so much. Love you all. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now. There's a button around here somewhere that I gotta push.